today I'm going to show you how to make these gorgeous hearts. It's a feathering technique, and the products today, we are going to use Liquid Diamonds casting resin and Color Passion epoxy paste and Res also epoxy paste. So I'm quickly going to show you materials. So of course you need a mixing tray. I use an ice cube tray, and its bottom is silicone, so it's easy when it's cured. You can just pop them out, clean it up, and reuse. As you can see, there is plastic and then silicone. So I only mix my resin to that line where the silicone and the plastics meet. It works out to be 2.5 mils with the alcohol, which this is what I use, and we only use approximately 10 drops of alcohol, and I just keep it in this little bottle. It's perfect. Got this Walmart, and then of course, just to show you the smaller bottles of the liquid diamond casting resin. And then of course you need some toothpicks to drop the colors in. And I also get these little bamboo skewers. You can get them at the dollar store. They're great too for stirring. And then of course you need latex gloves, butane torch. Don't forget about that. Here's the colors. Res Cool Mint. And then we got a Pivot Blue. Probably pronounced that wrong, but I will get better. Res White Sand. That'll be good to mix with the blue. Let's see. Then we got Color Passion. Shimmer. Helen Shimmer. It's like a nice purple. And then you got a Deborah Shimmer. It's gorgeous pink. And, oh, I didn't do the Michelle. This is going to be pretty, this Michelle Shimmer. Then, of course, I also use the ArtWorks Basic Black. And the Magic Passion Top Cell White. This stuff is the magic. All right, so I am going to mix up my resin, put it in the molds, and then I'm going to show you how to mix, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, so I'm back now. I have put the resin in the tray. As you can see, I'm just zoomed in a little bit closer so you guys can see better. And then of course I put it in the 7 spaces there because these two are damaged. So now what we're going to do is mix. So I'm going to start with the blue, and the key is you don't need a lot of paste. So all I do is like literally 1 drop. So I know this is really thick, but I also have like a paper towel close by. Maybe I'll just stir it up a little bit so I can get that daub. So we're just going to put a daub, and it's really thick, so I'm going to use all of it. We're going to test it out and see what happens. Because the key is you want, when you put the drops in the resin, you want it to sit on top when it's curing. So right now, let's see. And I also make extra ones so that I can do testers before I put it in the mold. So any mixture, I always put 10 drops of 99% pure alcohol. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can't count this morning. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's more better. All right, and then you just mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. And then we're going to test it to see if she sits on top. If not, you got to play with the mixture. So all I do is just basically take the end of the skewer and 1 little drop. And as you can see, so far it's sitting at the top. It hasn't dropped. So I'm just going to keep an eye out on it. Let's just turn this back a little bit. And I'm going to do the same mixture for each of the colors. And then I'll do one more and then I'm going to speed up the process. Okay, so always use a new skewer for all your colors. Just makes it a heck of a lot easier. So this is the Color Passion Deborah Shimmer. So just do a quick little stir. Okay, so this one, it's a little bit runnier. So like I said, you just need one drop. One drop of color. As soon as that color drops, you're done. There we go. And that's still not here. I'm just going to turn this around. You guys can see. Okay, so then again, we are going to add, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. I'm going to add 10 drops to this mixture. Oh, I didn't stir it. My bad. Stir in the paste. Okay, now add. Always have a paper towel around. I tend to make messes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was a double in there. All right. And stir. Stir, 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 stir. Okay, let's test this one out. So again, I just use the end of the skewer, and you want to drop it close to the surface of the resin, and I'll just bring it up so you can see. She is sitting at the top, which is good. That's what we want. You can also, depending, I guess it's more on effect. I always mix the Passion Top Cell normally with the colors. It just gives it a little bit of lighter color, but I like to use this on its own to mix with the colors to get that good depth. So we're going to use this, and again, it's the same thing. You only need literally a drop. There, a little bit too much, that's fine. And I will also add the cell top to another color here, just to show you the different effects that you can get. So I'm just going to mix this up, same thing, 1 drop of paste to 10 drops of alcohol, and then you test it out. Now it looks like mine are still doing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might have been a little bit more, but that's okay. We'll find out. So stir, stir, stir. Okay, and then just use the end of the skewer again to test it out and go as close to the surface as possible. And looks good so far. I'll just show you guys closer. You can see that it's just sitting at the top. So if it's sinking down, that means it's too heavy. So I would just add maybe at a time 1 drop of your alcohol to the mixtures and stir it and test it out. It's like a trial and error, just to make sure that it doesn't sink. And What colors next? Dun, dun, dun. Let's do this blue. This is the Color Passion Michelle Shimmer. This is pretty. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do, we'll use this color to put the white and see what happens. Okay, I just need one blob. Just one. Come on, gravity. Okay, nope, that's not working. Let's try again. Just one little glob. Nope. Okay. If all else fails and it's super thick, guesstimate on your stick that looks like a drop. Let's hope. All right, that's mixed. Mix, 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 mix. Okay. And then, of course, oh no, I just put blue in there. Not good. Crisis averted, hopefully, maybe not. I don't know. This is where you need paper towel. Almost. Almost. You don't want this in the white, that's for sure. Because that will just ruin everything. And I think I'm just making it worse. Yeah. So be very careful. As you can see, I'm quite clumsy and mix some blue in my white. Ah! Okay, so we're gonna add the top cell just a little bit, like literally end of the skewer, not much, into the mixture. And this should create the blue to stay longer at the top. And as well as you can see, it's lightened the color, obviously. White with any color lightens the colors. And we're just going to do a test. I might have to add some more alcohol. So, test into my test. Oh, too small. And it looks like she is sitting at the top. So yeah, if you guys want to add the cell top to any of your colors, by all means, you will get amazing effects with it. Okay, so I am going to speed up this process, and obviously I think I'm going to make some more white because it's blended pretty good. All right, I'll be back, and then I'll show you after I'm mixing all my colors, what I do in the molds. See you soon. All right, guys, hi, I'm back. Okay, so I had mixed up my colors, and I actually found molten gold from the res too. I mixed it up, used the same thing, because it's so thick, I used a little drop, or a little edge of the skewer, and put it in with some alcohol, mixed it up with the resin, and she's sitting at the top, so we're good. So here we go, guys. I will zoom in a little bit more. I'm not gonna see everything, but close. So what I like to do is every single time I put in a drop, I always stir the mixture. And I gotta make sure there's no bubbles. Stand by. I forgot to do that. And always make sure there's no bubbles. All right, we're good. Okay, so like I said, stir. And you want to use just a tiny little bit and just drop it on the surface. Tiny little bit and drop it on the surface. Stir as you're continuing to drop. Oops. You don't want to do it so high up because that is obviously higher up, creates more speed, and it will maybe perhaps cause the resin to, or the pigment to drop into the resin, and you don't want that. You want everything to sit at the surface. So also too, what I do is I don't know, make some patterns. So this one, I'll just put it around the outline of the heart, and maybe put a couple in the middle. And I think I'm gonna use the Deborah shimmer with, this one was with the Michelle shimmer. So always clean off your edge. I try to use the same one. Stir and drop. Oh, this one's gonna be pretty. And drop. Drop. And I try, you know, you can fill the entire surface of the heart. So you can fill this whole thing up with colors. I like to leave some negative space because as time hits, it's going to expand. And it will cover up majority of the resin. So I'm just adding a couple drops of white just to give it a little bit of depth. And still staying on top, which is good. Whoops. That one was a little high. My bad. Whoops. Okay, so continue. And let's do some gold. Let's maybe gold and black, you guys? Let's try that. Again, using different patterns. Oh, oh, that's a little, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Let's just move my whole camera over. Make it a little bit better. The lighting. There we go. Sorry for the wobbly. All right. So let's get the gold. This one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do lines. And then, should I do, whoops, that one wasn't pretty. I'm wondering if I should do, okay, I'll do black. Let's do black. And I'm just going to go in between here. You can see the heart to my left is already expanding. So see what I mean about leaving a little bit of space? It will help, because then it's going to be too clouded, but it teaches its own. It's your own design, right? So it's all good. Whatever you create, it will be beautiful. I'm just going to add some white. Oh, that gold, I hope it turns out. I haven't used gold yet, so this is an experiment. And hopefully it works. All right, so that's that. Okay, let's do the purple. Again, I'm just randomly making designs. You can do so much. I've done, I think with the white hearts, I created an outline of the one color, and then I did, I think it was white and then black and then white. So basically outline the heart. And of course it's all about the swirls. into the resin when you are ready to make that feathery effect. So I'll talk about that while I'm doing this. So to get the feathering effect, once I'm done putting all these drops in the resin, I leave the resin for about an hour. And I don't know if you can see how liquidy it still is. The tension is on the surface is still pretty liquidy. I compare it to, believe it or not, like meringue, lemon meringue pie. You know how the meringue gets the peaks, the stiff peaks? So when you put your skewer into the surface of the resin, you're testing to see how well the peaks are. And that's how I determine when it's good to make these swirling designs in the resin. So I say, because my room temperature is approximately 25 to 26 degrees when I'm doing this, so I would wait about an hour. And again, just use a corner of one of the hearts and just test it with the end of your skewer or your toothpick and see what she does. Should we do green and gold? Yeah, why not? St. Patty's Day colors, eh? Let's see what happens with this one. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to speed up the video here, and actually, nah, let's not. Let's walk you through this. Okay. What colors did I not use? I did the pink and blue. Well, I guess we'll do a white and black. Those ones are always pretty. Maybe a hint of color? What do you think? I don't know. I'm really excited for the gold. I think that's going to be really pretty. Ah, that did not work. Oh well. Random design. Those ones are usually the best, right? Not planned, just winging it. Alright, so... well, I guess I could do white and blue with this one. I don't think I used that blue, that really nice dark blue. Yeah, it's pretty. And just random spots. Random. And again, like I said, if when you're mixing your colors and you test out your little droplet in the resin and it sinks. So remember, when it sinks, it's too heavy. So keep adding one drop to your solution each time. Then if it's too light and it expands, there's too much alcohol. So I would just use a tiny little drop. Just put it on the end of your skewer or your toothpick. And that way you'll see if it will stay at the top. And most likely, like I said, one tiny little drop, believe it or not, does affect the solution quite well. And again, I'll review. Remember, the solution in my ice cube tray with the pigment and the alcohol drop is 2.5 mils. That's how I mix my colors. And remember, it's 2.5 mils with the pigment. You have your 10 drops of alcohol, and mix it up. She sinks. She's too heavy. Add a drop of alcohol to the solution. and then drop it in again. She's too light and she expands and just goes nuts, which you know with alcohol inks, that's what happens. So just add a tiny little drop of your can't speak this morning, a tiny little drop of the paste. So I guess I'm gonna try to make these because I'm probably gonna put these into keychains depending on how they turn out, or necklaces. So I'll try to keep the theme the same since I've already done mint and gold. I might as well do the other one, mint and gold. Right. And trust me, it took me a long time to figure out the perfect combination with paste to resin to alcohol, and I'm so happy that I get to share this with you guys. Again, products I'm using is Liquid Diamonds casting resin with the Color Passion and Lorez epoxy pastes. Go to ArtWorks Canada on their website. You can follow them on Facebook. I will provide their link at the end of this video and as well in the comments of the supplies that I'm using. And hopefully I can help you guys out. And please do follow, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Appreciate the love, feedback. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of it. I know my light is reflecting, but we will do better on the next videos. But so now, as you can see, the colors are expanding. I'm just gonna move it a little bit over because I just used a tarp on my tabletop with some parchment paper, and I see how it's kind of making it uneven. So again, wait about an hour, depending on the temperature of your room. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dip it into here. And if the resin is pulling up with my toothpick and it's that tension, that's when I'm going to take a toothpick and make designs. But right now we're gonna leave it. I will see you guys soon, and let's make this happen. Hey guys, back. It's been about an hour and I just tested out the resin. So you can see when I push in, see that little bit of a peak? That means it's good to go. So let me just grab some paper towel, wipe off the edges. So you can make any swirl, any design actually. So what I do is I just use the skewer, or you can use a toothpick, either or. And what I do is I just literally put it in and do some swirl techniques. As you can see, the resin is getting quite cured. So I'm gonna have those peaks, but I just let it fall off the skewer. And this one's the gold. And let's do that. And also too, noting, a little blurry, noting too, when you disturb the resin, you are going to have some air bubbles come through. So I always take the torch after and just keep an eye on it for bubbles popping up. Oops, a little bit. Might have waited, oh dear. Might have waited a little bit too long, but that's okay. It still will have a nice effect. And again too, you saw how many dots I put of color, and you can increase it. I just noticed that there's like a really thick spot there. You can put as many as you want. It will just be more, it won't be as transparent as these ones that I make, but yeah, like I said, it's your own design, your own creativity. And let's do another swirl. Oops, I went over a little bit. Blurry again. And last one. Okay. So that one. So I don't know if you can see, there are some air bubbles. So I'll just take the torch and let them pop. And like I said, keep an eye on it for the next, I would say 10 minutes to see any air bubbles. And as you can see, they are still popping up. But we will get some really nice feathering effects. Really excited to see what the gold looks like. Haven't used gold yet, but these colors are amazing. And I usually leave it at least 8 hours, so I'm gonna probably check this tomorrow morning, and I will do another video for demolds, and let's hope it turns out. All right, guys, see you soon. Hi, everybody, back. Today is about 24 hours after I poured this. I usually like to leave them longer in the mold just to be sure and cured. So let's see how this worked out. I'm actually really excited. Well, that looks cool in the back. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look amazing? Look at the feathers. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. I love this one. Beauty. Okay. And this one was a gold, black, and I think a little bit of white. Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, got a little bit of, my mold was a little bit dirty, but the gold. Oh, wow. It's gorgeous. So yeah, make sure your molds are clean. As you can see, I had a little bit of a speck there, and now it's in the heart. Okay, let's do mint green and golds. That looks really pretty. So I got this one chunk of gold, but then you got the green that feathers around it. Oh, stunning. So pretty. So pretty. This one, I think, was just the blue. It was the Michelle shimmer. Yep. Oh, pretty. Trying to focus. There we go. Oh, that's gorgeous. Love, 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 love. Okay, another green and gold. Oh, that is beautiful. Again, Jen, clean your molds properly. Silly. Oh, but that's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, that blue is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just love the 3D look, and you can see it in the blue in the background. Ugh. Love. This one, it didn't drop, and it's hard to tell in the video, but the color is more in the back and it's like clear up here, but it still looks really cool. Really, really pretty. I love it. Absolutely love it. And also too, I had leftover resin, so I used a smaller mold, and I was doing some experiments with this, but I wanted to show you the white, how 3D it looks. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm going to turn these into keychains. Like, it's just so neat. And then the other white one. But the 3D is just, and the feathering, just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the gold one looks cool too. And I had the blue. Unfortunately, this one, the blue dropped too much after I stirred it, but now I know maybe make it a little bit lighter than it was and retry again. But it's really neat to see all the different layers in here. And this one's pretty neat too. Like, here's a prime example there. You can kind of see if I can zoom. And yeah, you can see how it's clear there, and then the color just sits in the middle. So it looks really neat. Really neat. And of course, there we go. The shimmer. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And I think those were it. Yeah, so I'm really happy how things turned out. I definitely, I'm going to use these colors again to make more. I really like these. And remember to clean my molds properly, because this one is so pretty with the gold. And I don't know if I can buff it out. It might be too deep. But yeah, it's the 3D. Ugh, the feathering, so pretty. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed my first video, and more to come with more different colors. Don't forget to follow ArtWorks Resin Canada, and as well Dream Dust Designs. Thanks for your support, you guys, and talk to you soon. Bye.